As a board, we are witnessing this transition from being a corporation whose services are only found at specific places away from the people. The story that the MD has narrated about this lady from Mwingi is symptomatic of many other stories, wherever it is in this country. Turkana, Kaloleni, from Kisii, Migori, or whatever it is. A lot of people, a lot of our citizens require these services, but they just can't reach them because they're too far off. Huduma centers, 59 of them now, offer us a huge opportunity to be able to be reached by a vast number of people. I mean, we've just learned that just this Makadara Center services 1,500 people plus. I believe the one at Teleposta does upwards of 10,000, I think, a day. And you can multiply that by whatever factor you want to get a sense of the universe that this relationship opens for us. And we are very happy that it is actually happening under our watch. So the coming together of these two world-class institutions represents this unity of purpose. But we can live here and the story ends. You know, we read it in Mtandao, we'll see it on TV or wherever. The work really starts now. The work of making sure that these services that we are offering are actually known, people are aware of these things, and that they do get encouraged to come over and do the bookings that we've told, the advertisements that they want to do, the funeral announcements that they need to make, you know, the public service messaging that can be offered, advisory support of people who are in agriculture, in education, in health, whatever it is that they are. These services are available through this desk that we have launched today and will be launching across the country to ensure that that conversation actually continues. I do expect that our team at KBC is going to amplify these messages through the senior managers sitting here, and that we will see and hear a lot of communication around the availability of this service so that actually that engagement that we want to see does happen. All the support that we have, our being here, my being here, and the PSS being here, is sufficient support that anyone requires to make sure that it is happening and that government stops being and will never again be seen as that strange animal that you only see at these formal, very formalistic presentations and events, and that after people leave, that's the end of the story. As they say, this event is simply just an event. It is a launch, but it's not the destination. If anything, it is the beginning of what I believe is going to be a very exciting journey as we seek to transform both the image of KBC and also that of Huduma Kenya, and make sure that we are actually responsive to whatever it is that we have been mandated to do. I think that as I conclude, again, the key purpose and key responsibility for us is to thank the teams because at the end of the day, you are the guys that actually do these jobs. And we do appreciate you as the boards. We appreciate the work you do. We appreciate the efforts that are being put and encourage you to go on doing what it is that you must do to make sure that the government does deliver on its promise to change this country. This is one step in that long journey, but it's a very remarkable step and one that we are very happy to be a part of today. I thank you very much for your attention. Congratulations again for the good work you're doing, both teams from KBC and Huduma Kenya. And we shall be coming around as my colleague and friend from Huduma Kenya says, to ensure that the 59 centers are actually operational as soon as possible. And certainly we want to do that as much as we can this part of the year so that as we start really getting into the messaging that we know we must do between now and August next year, these centers, these platforms are available to keep passing on those messages that this government is doing something different and that these changes can be recognized, can be felt, and they should be rewarded at the ballot next year. So thank you very much for your kind attention, and congratulations once again. It's now my singular pleasure to welcome our PS and chief guest to make his remarks and declare this event formally open and also close it. Karibu sana. Yes.
Let's get seated. Chair and CEO, first let me say that you have some two gentlemen in my office. I don't know what you gave them, but they always remind me that there is an event you need to attend. I remember this event was supposed to have taken place some times back, and I called it off last minute. And that gentleman behind you told me, why are you canceling this event last minute? And they have already prepared everything. So I told him it is okay, they will prepare another one. Today again, I was supposed to have been in the summit. But yesterday night, he kept on calling me that everything is prepared. Why don't you skip the summit? You go on 12th. So himself and there is another one called Maundu. In the morning, they came to me and they said, no, boss, just attend. So I decided to come today to attend this function. But I've converted them also to watch KBC. Because the reason why, before I read my statement, when I'm watching news in the evening, because I can watch in the office or I watch in the evening, first I look at the news anchor. If the news anchor is not giving me something, because they'll tell me, all of the channels will tell me the same stuff I want to hear. But there is one of them, I don't know whether God gave him that voice to attract people. And I believe he's going to transform KBC, and that one is none other than Tom Mboya. That is why we watch KBC. Chair and CEO, again, I started watching KBC again. Immediately, KBC was converted to government-owned enterprise, falling under me, and I told them that charity begins at home. And therefore, I always tell Victor and Maundu to tell our staff to make sure that we watch KBC, including these three people I see behind me. So, Dr. Jane Kere Mbunya, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Public Service and Human Capital Development, who was supposed to be our chief guest today. And I can tell you up to this morning, she told me that she was coming. Mr. Ben Kiai, Chelumo, CEO Huduma Kenya, representative of Nairobi Sub-County Commissioner, who is represented by Mr. Philip Koima, Chairman, KBC Board of Directors, Mr. Tom Shindi, the Managing Director, who always keep me awake because I know I get letters every day from KBC. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am pleased to join you today for the launch of this important partnership between Kenya Broadcasting Corporation and Huduma Kenya. This collaboration exemplifies the whole government approach that seeks to break down institutional silos and foster coordination across ministries, departments, and agencies for enhanced service delivery. It also aligns with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and contributes to the achievement of our national development goals. Ladies and gentlemen, the Huduma Kenya Service Delivery Program remains a key flagship initiative under Vision 2030. From inception, it has transformed services delivery to Kenyans by ensuring access to efficient, effective, and citizen-centered services through one-stop platform. Ladies and gentlemen, this partnership comes at a critical time for the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Following its transition into a government-owned enterprise under the Government-Owned Enterprise Act 2025, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation is undergoing significant restructuring. As KBC shifts toward a more commercially driven and sustainable model, strategic partnerships such as this one are essential. The partnership enables the corporation to leverage its strengths, expands its reach, and remains competitive in a dynamic media environment. Ladies and gentlemen, on its part, the government is actively supporting Kenya Broadcasting Corporation transformation through infrastructure upgrades and the implementation of comprehensive turnaround strategy aimed at enhancing efficiency and competitiveness. For over a decade since inception, Huduma Kenya continues to stand out as a flagship program under Kenya Vision 2030. Through the one-stop shop model, the program has transformed public service delivery by making services more accessible, efficient, and citizen-centered. Notably, the program has consistently achieved a high level of customer satisfaction. This is a statement to its commitment to service excellence, innovation, and accountability. And now that brings KBC services into Huduma centers. This partnership further strengthens the model. It eliminates barriers to access, enhances convenience, and improves the overall citizen experience. Ladies and gentlemen, National Treasury recognizes and appreciates the effort being made by Kenya Broadcasting Corporation to fulfill its mandates despite existing challenges. In this regard, I wish to assure the corporation of the government's continued support as it transitions into a fully fledged government enterprise. However, KBC must quickly put all hands on deck to ensure a swift transition, because going forward, you will be expected to operate commercially in a rather competitive environment, but I know that you have what it takes to achieve this, CEO. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, this partnership is a practical demonstration of how collaboration can drive efficiency, improve service delivery, and create value for citizens. And I want to urge all of you to continue watching KBC, advertise all what you want to advertise through this channel, and also encourage wale watu wako mashinani to watch KBC, because KBC is the only station that can give you exactly what you want to hear. And with those few remarks, thank you and may God bless you.
Let's give our chief guest another warm round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our chief guest, for your kind words. And please accept our heartfelt gratitude. You found time to come, and your insights have really encouraged and inspired us. So I want to thank you so much. May I also thank the board of KBC, Tom Chindi, for reminding us that the real work starts now and that we have to roll our sleeves beyond the launch today. Thank you so much, our CEO, Agnes Kaleche, for that powerful story, the girl from Wingi. And that obviously, according to the board chair, is also reflective of the entire community in Kenya. I also want to say a special thank to the Chief Executive Officer of Huduma Center, CPA Ben Chelumo. Thank you. Thank you. When you were speaking in the national language, I wondered how great it would be to start teaching science in Kiswahili. So I want to thank you so much for your remarks. Of course, let me also thank the members of staff of both organizations, Huduma Center and the only national broadcaster, KBC. Give yourselves a round of applause. Chief guest, a lot of work happens in the back end, but we news anchors get the glory. So these are the people who ensure that the cogs behind the machine move. So I want to thank all of them. We're going to go for a photo shoot, and I know members of the media also want to ask some questions from our distinguished guests. But perhaps before we do that, may I ask that the corporate affairs team from Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, they have a little token. It is African always to recognize and thank the distinguished guests for finding time off their very busy schedules to come and be with us on such occasions. So this is the team from corporate affairs at KBC. I don't know how you want us to move this. Okay, all right. So she's saying standing up and sitting is a great way of exercising. And so we will be asking our distinguished guests in no particular order. I have got permission from her, starting with our chief guest, just to come and join us here so that alongside let's give a round of applause to our chief guest, Santi Sana. Small gift so that, thank you very much, thank you. Asante Sana, members of the Fourth Estate, always very careful to get the best angle. I want to thank you. Let's give our chief guest a round of applause. Let me ask the CEO Huduma Center to also join us so that tuseme asante sana kwa kutuhost hapa hivi. Asante sana. Thank you. Excellent. Let me also ask the regional to come and also join us. Asante sana. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Thank you. Let me ask our board chair just to come and you'll also tell us the secret of aging backwards. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Makofi. And I will ask our MD to join us also and just receive a token of appreciation. Yeah, thank you, CEO, for leading us very well. Let's give all of them a round of applause. Thank you very much. So as we come to the end of this wonderful event, may I ask that, I think we cut the cake.